Hello and welcome to the live. If I am live, let me know when you can hear me coming through. So we'll do the usual sound check first, please. Is my voice clear? Is the music too loud? Hello Aries, hello Risha, hello Woo, hello Leon, hello Shweta, hello Sid, hello Jan. Okay, so if the music sounds too loud at any point, just let me know. So I do believe we already have questions in the chat, but I will just talk through a little bit the cards that we have. And I don't know if Miss Venus is here yet or if she will join today, but I am giving a special shout out to a few people. So first of all, we have a shout out to Jan for recommending the Aura stream because it was very popular, everyone loved it, and it will now be a regular. A shout out to Woo Reads Tarot and also to Miss Venus, who I don't believe is here, but you guys both donated on the last stream and that means a lot. I really appreciate that. And just another shout out to Sid, because Sid was the first winner of the first giveaway. So I will be talking through the next giveaway soon, but let's make a start on your questions because I can see we have quite a few questions here. So let's just make a start on the questions. For anyone who is interested, the cards we have today are the Akashic Tarot, the Chakra cards, and these love cards, the different variety of love cards today. But let's get right into the questions now then, since we have a few. So Aries' first question seems to be cut off for me for some reason, but I can see what is his plans for our future. Does he see me as his wife and the mother of our future children? So Aries, that's the first question I get in the chat. If you commented before that, then you may need to just re-comment your question because that's as far up as I can see. I will be going in order from that question. So let's begin with Aries. Yes, he does see you as the kind of future, the long-term committed partner. He does see you as the mother of the future children. Yes, so that is coming through. I don't know if that is something that's very firmly in the forefront of his conscious mind at the moment, but it is definitely something he has consciously thought about and does believe, yes. And yes, Aries, you are top of the list for the Aura reading stream as well. So for those who do want to know anything about giveaways and priorities for the other readings, I will talk through those midway through this reading. We'll just catch up with some of the questions. So Risha, messages from the future spouse. We don't do the full channeled messages or anything on these streams. These streams are for more pinpointed specific messages, but if it is of interest to you guys to have things like that, If anyone else feels that they would like a specific channeled message from their future spouse and things like that, we can set up a whole stream for that if that's of interest. So Woo, I think Woo is next then. Why am I not invited to anything by my family? So let's check that. Okay, so straight away there is a divide within your family, and it doesn't really feel like it's really conscious. Like, it doesn't really feel like there's a lot of gossiping or clique kind of energy like you can get with like friend groups. It feels like there might be a little bit more of a spiritual level there, a kind of I wouldn't say as I probably wouldn't go as far as to say like a curse, but some kind of remnants of negative energy that's come between people, if that makes sense. You may notice that there is some level of gossiping and things like that with some of the family, but it does seem like there's a bit of a spiritual root there, which is quite positive for you with your kind of your very spiritual and high energy. You could perhaps channel some energy to that and perhaps try to, you know, fix that on the spiritual and energetic level rather than you know, the like talking face to face kind of thing. New subscriber already, thank you very, very much. Oh, it's Shelley. Shelley is back. Hello and welcome, Shelley. Okay, so Woo, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but yeah, it does seem like there's more of a kind of a spiritual root in that divide. It doesn't feel purely like there's just someone who's surface level not a nice person and gossiping, although there may be. It feels like there's a little bit of a root there, like a little bit of a kind of perhaps there was a curse somewhere down the line or entity attachment that's had a knock-on effect to the family. Oh, my chat's gone. Thank you, Leon. So just for anyone who is new in the chat, we are doing specific questions for the crystal ball and tarot. If you would like a tarot, you can request an Akashic tarot, a chakra tarot, or a love tarot. There's no limit on questions and it is free. Donations are appreciated, but all I ask is that you subscribe and come back if you enjoy the stream. But yeah, specific questions for the crystal ball questions, please. Okay, so we have a Risha says, who is coming towards me in love? His personality. So, oh, has the stream frozen already? Guys, is there an issue with my stream? And Jan says channeled messages would be nice. So we can set up a full stream for that then. But yes, so Risha, let's look. So Risha, I still feel a soulmate that I have been feeling come through for you quite often. But let's look at kind of near future, because I do know that your soulmate's very distant future. So let's look and see if we can get kind of a, you know, who may be more closer on the path to you, a romantic relationship more closer on the path for you. Okay, so we do have someone else coming through who is more sooner on your path. So this is not the soulmate, and this person seems, so you meet this person in a work kind of study setting, and they are like a light-hearted, Charming, humorous kind of person. Very, very light-hearted, playful energy. Downside, not very reliable and perhaps not very loyal, but very generous, very charming. Like a great connection, very like bubbly, happy, friendly energies. Yeah, and this seems to be someone within a study setting, I would say, someone you meet in within study or a course or something like that. But that's the next person who's coming up to you, the next person who shows interest, romantic interest to you there. And that is for Risha. Woo, do you see my family spying on me? Okay, let's check this. Yes, it does look like there is someone in the family who has quite a close monitoring of you. So this could be like a social media kind of monitoring, like seeing what you do on social media perhaps. It may not be physical, but yes, it does look like there's someone kind of checking in, checking up, being very perhaps checking a little bit often, spying would be the right word to use there. Leon says loads of people in right away. Yes, it's really nice to see. Very nice to see regular people back. Thank you so much for joining me. So Jan's first question. What are Caden's current feelings and thoughts about me? Okay, let's look at this. Okay, so the thoughts. There seems to be some thoughts about how to approach getting kind of closer, but slowly. So it does seem like a lot of thoughts about getting back together, wanting to bridge that gap, and there is a gap, and it does seem like there is regret and kind of low mood energy, like sadness coming through about this. So there's some regret and sadness about, I suppose, about his approach. So it seems like he's trying to work things in a way where he wants to things to progress forward, but he doesn't want to rush. Although there's regret, but there's like a, yeah, I would say it's kind of like a regret or a sadness, because he feels like for him it's he wants to take it slow, but he knows to you that it already is slow, if that makes sense. So I feel like it's almost like a pressure, but not in a negative way. Like, you're not making him feel smothered or anything like that, but it's just kind of like he feels a little bit pressured about the next step to take with you, but he does also feel happy and excited about taking it. So he's kind of looking at his approach of taking the next step. So there are a lot of thoughts about that. thoughts about what the next step are, how to take the next step, and a lot of consideration about you in there as well. So how to not go too slow, but to also not rush. To him, it feels like rushing, even though it's not, because, you know, it's been quite a while and you've been together before. It's definitely not rushing, but to him, he feels a little bit like it is. He feels like there's a little bit of pressure there. But I think so they're the kind of thoughts that have been going on in his head about the connection, about what to do about the connection. But thoughts just generally about you. There's a lot of happiness. There's a lot of, it feels like thoughts about you and the happiness that you're kind of bringing into his like life, and his energy is overpowering some of the sadness that he's been feeling that is unrelated to you. So general life sadness. So there's definitely an increase in happiness that is directly linked to you, but is also helping with other areas of his life. So that is the thoughts about you. And oh yes, so the feelings would be happiness, connectedness. He feels a little bit more connected to you. So I feel like some of his hesitance is about this, thinking about how connected you are, you know, because he does want to make the right decision and be in a long-lasting, long-term relationship. So I feel like the connectedness feeling, there's a lot of happiness, but the connectedness is really increasing. Like he really feels that like alignment with you as well. Like it feels like he's coming onto your page, but just a little bit slower than you. Coming onto the same page as you, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, Jan. Third, will my mum help me to get a silent wheel for my hamster even though it's expensive, as his current one has gotten too noisy now? Okay, let's check this. Yes, that comes as yes, that she will help with that. Woo, how did my family feel when they showed up at the park and I was there? Okay, let's check that. There's a really big like amalgamation of energies, if that makes sense. So there's like almost like a nervous, like a heart drop kind of energy a little bit, if that makes sense. There's that kind of like sudden change in energy. Very indifferent and hesitant. There's a very kind of amalgamation of energy there. I wouldn't necessarily say that they felt confused, but I would say that the variety of emotions is confusing. I hope that makes sense. Sid, did my fiance turn off the sleep music last night? Okay, let's check. Yes, that comes as yes. Jan, why is Caden speaking to Jay? What are her feelings and intentions towards them, or towards him? Are they flirting? Okay, why is Caden speaking to her? Let's check this. She is very persistent and she messages him quite a lot, and it seems like it's increased recently. It seems like it kind of died down and then it's kind of pick back up, it's increased a little bit. So he does reply to her, and he's quite friendly. So there is some friendliness from him. And are they flirting was the next one. Yes, so she's being flirty with him, and he's being friendly with her. So in his energy, there is still that kind of boundary that he kind of put up and set with her, although it was not a firmly spoken boundary. It was just being kind of affirmative. You know, he didn't fully express a boundary, like, I don't want to be with you. If you remember, we spoke about it a while back. He is maintaining being friendly when she speaks. So yeah, she is being flirty. It does still feel like he has that boundary there, but he is being friendly with her. Dental mate. Oh yes, so my apologies to people who are new in the chat if I have not read for you before and I'm not really familiar with your energy. I do find that I'm more accurate and work a bit better if I have your full name and date of birth, please, because it just helps to connect with your energy. Where a lot of the people in the chat are regular, they're regulars in the chat. I'm very familiar with their energy. A lot of them I work with. So it's quite easy to read, but a lot of people on YouTube, they have a different YouTube name, they don't have their picture. Connecting online like this, for the first time, full name and date of birth rarely does help me to connect with the energy and get an accurate reading. So Leon, I don't know if you are just putting that in the chat for me every now and then, if that's okay. So I do apologise. So again, guys, thank you for your patience, for waiting for your questions. And if you are new and wondering like what's going on here, yes, full name and date of birth if you are new. Ask specific questions for the crystal ball. Don't just ask for a general reading. Or you can pick a tarot card. It's up to you. Okay? John, you're welcome. Sid. Yes, you're welcome, Sid. I know we haven't had our Sid won the last giveaway, the first giveaway that I ever did. We haven't had the session yet, but we will have it soon. Jan, I'm happy it's become part of the regular. Yes, I don't know if you mean the aura stream or the giveaways or whatever, but yes, anything that you guys respond to and enjoy will become regular. So I think we're up to Woo, and then I will check the Facebook after that. So Woo, an Akashic Tarot for Woo. Oh, why do I always do this? I look at it, but I don't let you look at it. There you go. There you are. So you have here, so this is an interesting card. We have the King of Scrolls. So the King of Scrolls is, sometimes we get the King of Scrolls if we are manifesting a specific person onto our path, a specific partner. So it isn't always a man, of course, if you're a man and you get this card, or, it can be the other way around, but it comes up quite often when you're manifesting a specific partner, because it's the King of Scrolls, the king of your intentions, the things that you've put into the universe, that you've perhaps written, manifested, spoken, your affirmations. So the King of Scrolls can come in when it's someone that you are manifesting onto your path. Now, if you are already in a partnership, if you are already in like a you know, a partnership, or you're dating someone, or you have your eye on someone already, it can mean as well a further commitment with that. So it's, you know, sometimes we're just very fast beginning to date, and we're not really putting our words onto our feelings onto paper. You know, they're just in our emotions. We haven't perhaps expressed the interest fully. We haven't said like, I love you, or I really want to carry this on. I want to progress to the next level of commitment. But it is very much about your manifestations of that partner. So just think about what that means to you. That can be manifesting that new person. It can be manifesting a deeper thing with the person that's already in mind, basically. But very much about your manifestations and what you have very physically put out into the universe that you want. Very very affirmative and purposeful. So sometimes we get a card because someone random is going to come in. You know, we're not looking for anything, but they come along. But this is very much about our intentions, so what we're really trying to manifest. And that's for woo. Aries, what's the rest of this year have in store for my connection with the person I've been dating and seeing? So Aries, I will say that I feel that the levels of commitment are going to increase there. So whether for you that is engagement, or if you're, you know, if engagement's already kind of there, then it could be the planning of that wedding, of that marriage kind of thing. But it's a deeper level of that commitment. And yes, Jan, again, I think I've read that before, but channeled message would be nice. So we'll definitely consider that for a stream. Remember, guys, I do always do the requests. If you have any requests, I will make sure that I make it a full stream if I think it's something that will be better as a full stream for itself, because these streams are quite busy, and it is really nice to get to more specific questions. Hello Gretel, hello Kitty, hello Watch Geeks again. Yes, oh yes, so we have the Facebook message, so let's just check that. So I'm just going to get to the Facebook messages now, because I do usually leave you guys hanging a little bit. So let's see who messaged first. Okay, so we have Percy. Oh, did you send a new message? Yeah, something's going a little bit wrong with... Oh no, yes, we do have your question. Okay, so Alphonse. Yes. So if you are still in the chat, let me just see what's going on here. Some of the old messages are coming up as new. It's been an issue with my Facebook for a few days now, so... But I'll just answer this question anyway, and if you're here, then hopefully you do hear. If you aren't, I can re-answer in the message. But Alphonse, so this is your Facebook question about Lisa. So first of all, will they break up? Let's ask that question. Yes. They will break up. So will she come back to you? Let's do that. You're getting like a 50-50 possibility there. So it's not a yes, it's not a no. There is a possible path where that happens. So you can work on that. You can, put your energy into that. You can manifest that. That's definitely a possibility. It's not completely set on the path, but it is a possibility. Okay. So a timeline as well. So let's do a timeline for that. So the possibility where she does come back, what is the timeline? Around October time is coming up there. And then we have Shweta. So I will just do your Facebook message now as well. So what are his... Okay. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the Facebook. I'm really sorry, guys. Okay. But Shweta, this is your question. So, what are the current thoughts and feelings for you? The current thoughts and feelings for you. Curiosity, some interest. There's definitely something to build on there. It's not... These energies and these feelings could amplify. There's definitely something to build on. There's possibility there. But it's not overly strong. But there is definitely possibility there. Future... Yeah, so there's possibility for a lasting connection going into the future kind of deal, relationship, commitment, things like that. There is a possibility for that, but it's on the lower side. It's on the lower side at the moment. Yeah, it's looking like around 30 to 40% of like a long lasting committed kind of thing. But there is possibility there. You could work on that. You could build on that. You could manifest that. Okay, and we also have someone whose YouTube is glitching, and yes, it's my Facebook is also glitching, but I will send you your message now. So just bear with me, guys. I'll be back to the YouTube chat after this. So it comes as yes, and I've also messaged. I'm having issues myself. I think I'll just log out and log back in to my Facebook Messenger here. But I will be going back to the YouTube chat now. But yes, if you are someone who doesn't like to put your details in the YouTube chat, do feel free to go into Facebook. You can give me a little nudge in the chat to check it. Sometimes I do forget. yeah, so the Facebook messages are coming through a little bit slow. If you can put them in the YouTube chat, that would help. If you can't, don't worry, I will get to them when they come through. Watch Geeks, I'm very, very happy to have you here. I hope that YouTube stops glitching for you and that you can come back. So let's just see where we're up to here. Yes, so Shweta, this is why it's coming through as 30 to 40. I think you said something about the lack of communication there and being out of contact. There is still that possibility there, that 30 to 40%, but it does seem like perhaps you may put some energy into manifesting this. So Jan, love and Akashic, I think we're up to that. Love and Akashic for Jan. So love for Jan. Ask for help, I believe. Ask for help. What is it you rarely need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. So what is it that you rarely need help with? So, you know, it's sometimes we, especially when we're having work like spells and energy work and third party removals and things like this, the kind of work that we're having, what is it that you rarely need? Is it that you need more energy work, more spell work? Is it that you need patience? Is it that you need to just continue on the path that you are? Is it that you need to, you know, do a specific thing, say a specific thing? Think about what you rarely need to bring that relationship forward. I do feel that you're on a good path, and I do feel that although the timing to me could be better, it does feel very solid and strong, set on the path. The timing could definitely be better. So is it just patience that you need, or is there something that you perhaps feel that you could do, you know, within those conversations, within those times that you spend together, you know, kind of assess the situation and think about that. Is there something specific that is needed? Sometimes it is just patience. Let's see what Akashic card you get and see if we can get, sometimes we can get more insight into that. And I think as well, Jan, so you've asked for Akashic, I think we'll also do a chakra one as well. Okay, so we have the Queen of Forces. So this is really, really positive and really great as well, because the Queen of Forces is a person who is you. This is Jan. So very, very balanced in mind, body and spirit. Very, very in the right place in mind, body and spirit, basically. Perfectly balanced and powerful and strong. So when this card comes, you really are beginning to channel your divine feminine energy, and you're getting balanced in all areas as well. So I think that in the past, in a few weeks back, there was some issues on your part where you were a little bit too excited, and you made him feel a little bit like you were talking over him, kind of thing. You know, I don't want to make it sound negative, because I know that you're really just like excited and, you know, just being like your bubbly self, but to him, the way that he took it. So we talk through that, and we kind of, you know, I was saying that perhaps you might need to be stepping on those eggshells a little bit and all of that. But this is showing you really coming into balance, you having the power and the the upper hand, not necessarily in the relationship, but in your own life. So really coming into your power, coming into your divine feminine energy. And this is attractive as well. So sometimes as well, when we get this card, yes, this is a general life card. So it doesn't always point directly to the relationship, but these kind of balanced people are really emanating of their divine feminine and of their power. So it can help as well with the manifestations and with the path that you're on to be perceived more holistically. So where he was perceiving you to be perhaps interrupting or trying to be superior in some way, there can be a balance there where you're taken how you mean to be taken, where the energy that you're putting out is the energy that's received. So that's really positive. But let's just do the chakra card and see what comes up. So we have instinct as well. So going with your instinct, the instinct there as well. The ability to have as well. We see the wolf pack as well. So we have the wolf. We have lone wolf and we have the pack of wolf. So we have the pack of wolf here. So reuniting, reconciliation, and things like that. Having the ability to be that strong feminine in the lone wolf, strong feminine kind of energy, but reuniting with the path, with the soul family, with the soul mate as well. But following your instinct there as well. So just guidance that when you become a lot more balanced and that divine feminine energy kind of balances, because I'm not saying that you don't already have it. You do have it, but it balances. So whereas you may feel that there's one area where you shine a bit brighter and there's one area where not so much. So your external energies, I know, with you specifically, Jan, are very strong. You're very attractive and approachable, but perhaps it could be that there was some interference in the throat energy where you were being taken wrong. The things you were saying were being taken wrong, so you were, like I said, you were trying to be superior when you weren't. But when this balances and you're coming into this period now where this balances and you're much more aligned and receive the way that you are supposed to be and trying to be received, you may have intuitive thoughts and intuitive messages to do certain things and to say certain things. Go with those feelings, just go with that. If you feel like reaching out at a specific time or, doing whatever at a specific time, go with your intuition when that comes through as well, because it does look like you're really balancing there. And I am now stuck. Oh no, that's fine. I've gone way too far up in the chat here. So Jan. I may have missed. Oh no. Yes, the next one is Sarah. So hello Sarah, I hope you are still here. Sorry I haven't been on Clapper lately, Sarah, but I have been very, very busy with sessions. Managed to catch up quite a bit today before this. Still have a few sessions left to go. Sarah, what was Richard doing last night and tonight? He's quiet and not on Xbox. Also, is he still moving in June? He's talking about taking Deontay to his mum's again. Okay, so let's look into Richard's current feelings. Okay. So Richard has mostly been resting and spending time mostly on his own, but again, coming up, spending time with a male friend again. So I don't know if I figured out who that friend was in the last more in-depth check that we did. I can't recall right now if it was his brother or not, but it doesn't feel like his brother's energy. So I'm a little bit familiar with his brother's energy. Doesn't feel like it's his brother's energy. But yeah, there's been spending some time with a male friend, but in the evening spending time alone and resting. So that's what he's been doing. You asked a different question. Is he still moving in June? Let's do that. So Sarah, is Richard still moving in June? It's a 70% prominence on that. So it's still the most prominent path. It still doesn't feel like it's fully, like he's fully made up his mind about the date, but it's 70% prominent that it will be June. Yes. And Percy, just let me know that you did get your message because I did reply to your one. Woo! Did someone steal my daughter's swimsuit when she stayed? Oh, just bear with me 1 second. Do we have new people in the chat here? Hello to everyone who is new. If you have not been here before, please refer to Leon's messages for instructions. But yes, thank you very much for subscribing. I get to all questions. It just takes a little bit of time because the stream does get quite full, especially towards the middle. Yeah, but thank you very much for joining. So, where was I? Woo. Okay, did someone steal my daughter's swimsuit when she stayed at her dad's house? No, it seems like it was misplaced. Jan, when me and Kaiten were having our emotional talk, was him saying I needed to be patient a hidden message he was giving me for our situation? From what I have been picking up here, I do really feel so. It really feels like, I mean, I'll ask that specifically, but it really does feel like he's trying to balance this in a way where he feels like it's going at his pace, but he understands that his pace is slow for you, but he also doesn't want to, you know, he does worry about you getting with someone else or, you know, moving on kind of thing. So he does know that there's a bit of a balancing act going on there. So yes, let's see if that was kind of a hidden kind of message, a little bit of a implied message. Yes, so get a yes on that straight away, and that was kind of what I was feeling. And hi Miss Venus. Yeah, I can kind of take a lot of time to explain what I mean, but yes, that is pretty much what I mean. And I appreciate your patience, guys. You're welcome, Risha. Miss Venus, I'd like to get your input. Why is my ex seeing some of my stories and not others? Is this intentional? Okay. Yes, so it seems like he's trying not to look at them. It seems like he's trying not to look at the stories. Sarah, has he told everyone he's moving in next month? And how is his job opportunity looking for near mine? Okay, so has he told anyone he's moving in next month? No, there's still a no on that. Job opportunities. So how are job opportunities looking near you? Yes, one of the opportunities is very, very prominent. So it looks like there's movement on that soon, like within the next week or so. So I don't know if that's he just finds and applies for it, or there's some kind of like email interview, kind of thing. But there's movement on one of these positions near you soon. Apologies for my stomach rumbling if anyone can hear that. Jan, when is the most prominent time frame of Caden confessing his feelings to me and speaking about wanting to get back together, but not necessarily be when we fully official? Yes, when will he speak more in depth about it? Yes, I understand what you mean, Jan. So let's just do that one there. It seems July. Risha, may I know how people see my future spouse as a person? Respectable, likeable, and approachable will be how the general gist of how he is seen, and his financial situation during our marriage, Risha. Positive and comfortable. Miss Venus, what are my ex-boyfriend's feelings and thoughts about me at the moment? Okay, so this is a bit interesting because it seems like there is some kind of suppressed, kind of subconscious feelings bubbling to the surface now. So it does seem like there's some kind of little kind of hints of regret or disappointment, thinking a little bit about how things could have been a little bit different. So it does seem like there's more emotions, like a little bit more thinking about it and a little bit more emotions coming up there. Quite slight at the moment, but it does seem like they're coming up to the surface. Jan? Oh, bear with me guys, I will just check the Facebook. Ooh. Yes, Shweta, okay, so we will just check, so even though the path of you reconciling is like a 30 to 40%, I will check when a timeline of when communication could be for you. So I hope you're still here. We'll check a timeline of reaching out. So Shweta. Yeah, so at the moment it does look like towards the end of the year, but again, this is quite a low prominent path. It's 30 to 40%. Do some manifestation around this. Do perhaps your own manifestations, intentions, things like that. Consider spell work if that's something that you would do. Yes, Jan, I do feel that the talks you've had have impacted him, and I feel that they will continue to do so. Even if there is a little bit, still a little bit of pulling away coming up, I don't feel like it will be detrimental. I do feel like it will mostly be a forward progression. Aries spiritual guidance. Will the person that I've been dating end up moving in with me at any point this year or next year? Okay, so this is a deepening of the connection and of the relationship. So this could be like the next kind of level, the next thing that I do see on the path, because I do see a amplification of this connection and like the next level of commitment kind of thing. So let's see if it will be moving in and if it will be this year or next year. Yes, it looks most likely this year. It looks more likely to be this year. There's a chance it could be next year, but it looks more likely to be this year. And that was for Aries. Jan, it does make sense. Like I told you before the last call we did, I even heard it in his tone of voice that he sounds really happy. Yes, there definitely seems to be like the happiness as well. Even though it is related to you and the connection with you, it seems to have lifted the rest of his mood and like other areas of his life as well. Aries, will I end up pregnant this year or next year? There is a possibility coming up next year. It doesn't look likely this year. Watch Geeks, I answered your question on Facebook. Hopefully you got that. Woo, it makes sense, thanks. You're very welcome. Sarah, is Richard going to help me finish off the decorating? He wanted to do our house. And is our connection and everything with us okay? Do you see his car coming to mind now his sister gave it back? Okay, so let's do, is Richard going to help me finish off the decorating? Yes. He will have some input into helping you finish that. Is everything okay with us? Yes, Sarah, I do feel that everything's okay. For me, it's just this, him making this decision on the date. Still, it doesn't look like any further kind of change there in him making that set decision. But it still looks the same. It still looks positive. It still looks like it's on the path. Do you see his car coming to mind now that his sister's given it back? Let's check that. Yes, there is a possibility of this. Yes. Miss Venus, is my ex-boyfriend interested or connecting with someone else? There's talking to someone else. There is some communication with someone else, and it's kind of like a flirty communication. It doesn't look like it's serious at this time, But yes, it looks like there's some flirting with someone there. You're very welcome, guys. Sid, is my home still safe and protected? Yes. And says, can I have an Akashic and Love card? Yes, so this will be a good time to go back over what we're doing here. Yeah, so I see a lot of new people in the chat. I hope you are still here. So yes, so hello and welcome to the chat if you are new. So I am answering specific questions. You can ask as many questions as you want and it is free. I do accept donations if you wish to donate. The PayPal and Cash App are in the pinned comment. It's not necessary. You can just subscribe and ask your questions. For the crystal ball, please ask specific questions because I don't want to be doing a full reading with one person in the chat and leaving everyone else waiting. So please guys as well, I know it takes a while for me to get to your messages, but try not to do too many messages in one comment because you're leaving everyone else waiting. So 1 or 2 messages, questions per person would be great. No more than that if you can, please. So the tarot cards that we have are the Akashic Tarot, the Chakra Tarot, and the Love Tarot. So you can have one of each card if you like, and you can ask as many questions as you like. It's just about giving everyone a go. Also, if you are new, please leave your full name and date of birth. I do believe Leon is in the chat there. Just reminding you all, leave your full name and date of birth if you are new. Or if I do work with you but your YouTube name is different, just let me know who you are. So yeah, I think that's everything. So let's just get to Sid. We'll do a love card for Sid. Treasure your loved ones. Okay, so this is it's important to love others deeply. So this is a very holistic love card. So it isn't just about your fiance, it's about all of your family, spirit family, physical family. It's just about remembering to be in that energy and that frequency of love. Sometimes when we're going through issues and we're focused on specific things, manifestations, we can forget to really just resonate a very beautiful energy of love and just hold space for others sometimes as well and be like someone for others to lean on. I do feel that you do resonate love a lot of the time, Sid. But perhaps it's just a reminder, sometimes in some areas, or with specific people perhaps, just to be a little bit more loving, let your inner light really shine out, because I do feel it. You have very beautiful inner light. Hello Gretel, if you're still here, I hope you are very well. I look forward to reading with you for past life stream, I believe. Or stream, sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Jan, what are Jay's feelings and intentions towards him? He is starting... Has she started increasing because she feels like he is around me too often? Yes, there's definitely a jealousy issue, and it's not just with you. There's a jealousy issue with, like anyone she has interest in. She does have a kind of jealousy issue when they perhaps spend too much time with another person. So that can be in her friend group or other guys that she has interest in. So there does seem to be a very broad jealousy issue there. Hi Kitty, if you're still here. Woo says I am manifesting a romantic partner. That's great. Hello Marie, welcome to the chat. Okay, so Marie, let's do a love card for Marie. Here we are. So we have love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So that's very interesting for you, Marie, because as you know, you have withstood quite a lot in your love connection. Things are really on the up and up now. The energy for you is really great and vibrant. The block in your love path is removed, so that's great. But yes, you definitely have endured a lot. Gretel. Okay, Gretel, so I'm going to perhaps do a chakra card for you. Service. So service. We have the sacral chakra, but we also have being. So one of the major themes that's coming up at the moment with like the astrological energy and all of this energy around us is how our life's mission and our life purpose is also of service to others. I feel like you got this card or a card similar lately, and I feel like it was about so just let me know if I'm remembering this correctly, but about writing and putting your story out into the world. So how can you share your experiences with people in a way where it's also very beneficial to them? So it's about service. It's about that energy of give and take. It can also be about all of our love connections. So even though we're seeing here, you know, the generations in the family, it can also be about intimate connections as well, because it's the sacral chakra. But it is very much about your life purpose being in line with being of service to others. So helping others while also fulfilling your own life purpose. So what are the things that you've always wanted to do but perhaps not done, and how can they, as well as fulfilling your desires and wishes and dreams, help other people as well? But yeah, I feel like we got that card or a card very similar before, Gretel, so if that is resonating with you, do let me know. Yes, aura reading, Gretel. You're on the aura reading list. If you would like to be on the past life one, do let me know. We'll be looking into past lives pretty soon, and we do have a priority list. As you guys know, the aura reading stream was a lot busier than we expected, and not everyone got a chance. So now I do have priority lists. So if people want to be on priority, they can message me, and that can happen. But sometimes when we get the same card or we get a similar message, it's just about really affirming that we do need to hear that. Or perhaps it's just that you've thought about that, but you haven't quite put it into action yet sometimes. Woo, do you see J and N breaking up? Yes. If you don't have Facebook, guys, you're absolutely welcome to put your full name and date of birth in the chat. Some people just don't like to do that. So Leon, I don't know if you are letting people know that. Oh yeah, he is. So you can provide your full name of date of birth in the chat or on Facebook. If you don't have Facebook and you still don't want to put it public, my email address is also in the description. So email address is also fine. But thank you very much to new people and new people who are subscribing. Sarah, when will I get better? Keep being sick and coughing. Okay, let's check. Yeah, Sarah. So it does look like you're releasing quite a lot through the minor chakras, releasing quite a lot of, like shifting, cleansing, detoxing as well. I would say like a week, another week perhaps. It's around a week for you to start then going to the recovering, starting to feel better there. Okay, so now we're up to Parody. I'm so sorry. Guys, if I pronounce your name wrong, just correct me in the chat. Just tell me if I'm wrong. I'll try again. So, okay, but yes, so Parody. When will my teachers think good about me? Okay, so when will my teachers think good about me? Just bear with me 1 second, guys. But yes, so we do this question. When will my teachers think good about me? Okay, it's interesting. I don't know if you want to expand a little bit on that, because there isn't like a lot of negative energy around that. Like, it doesn't really seem like there's thinking bad about you. So I don't know if like, yeah, I'm not really sure about how to answer that. It doesn't really seem like there's a lot of negativity towards you, if that makes sense. But you have asked another question here, so let's get to your second question. When will I earn $1,500 per month? Yeah, so it's looking like around 4 to 5 years there. And then your next question. So just let me just double check, are you getting this? Are you in the chat? Parity, if I'm pronouncing your name right, are you getting these messages? Just double check that people haven't left. I know it does take a while, but I do get to all messages. Yeah, it just takes a little while for people the chat to catch up with me, sorry. Yes, okay, great. Okay, so I'll do your other question now, just making sure you're still there. I know it takes a while for me to get to the questions sometimes, so I think you asked one more. Oh yes, will I be able to fulfill my dreams in the coming 1.5 years? Yeah, so it does look like it's going to be a little bit longer than that. It does look like it's going to be around 4 years for you, but it does look like you have progression from there as well. A little bit of a learning process for you, but yes, ultimately a positive upward trajectory. Okay, Monica. I want to know why the certain person is working against me and if there's more than one. Okay, so Monica, are you still in the chat? Monica, let me know if you are still here and we'll get to your question. So Monica, did you send an email or something with more information, or do you just want me to check on general negative energy? Check if there's generally, I can check if there is a psychic attack coming from 1 to, how many people. So just let me know, Monica, I'll just go off and double check the emails. Yes, guys, if you do not like to use Facebook, you can also use email. I'm happy to check email. Just put in the chat. If you put everything together with your question, if you put your full name, date of birth, question, or your question and where you've messaged me, that will just help a little bit. Okay, so I don't think I'm having any reply from Monica, so I'm not sure if she's still here. The chat is slow for me, guys. So if I'm asking if someone's here and that they have put that they are and I can't see it, it's just a bit slow for me. I will move on and I will go back and double check if Monica is still here in a second. So let's go to the next person. Here we have Finch, but Finch has not left any message or anything like that. I'm just going to jump out and jump back in just to try to refresh. I do appreciate your patience, guys. No, I don't think Monica's still here. I've gone out and come back in. Does not look like Monica's still here. So, cup of tea. Hello and welcome if you are still here. Oh. So let's see. Yes, cup of tea, welcome back. It's always nice to see people come back. Aries, do you see me being able to open up my own business after I'm finished getting my Reiki certificates for phases 1 to 3 and masters? If so, how long after? Okay, let's see. So Aries, yes, I do see that being a possibility for you. So let's see, on your most prominent path, how long after the completion of your certificates will you open your own business? So there's a possibility within the year of completion, and then there's also a possibility that looks a little bit further along as well. There's a possibility that it's just over 1.5 years after. That looks more prominent, but that does look like there's a possibility within the year as well. That's a little less prominent, but it is there. So perhaps focus on that, try to manifest that. it could be that there's some issue somewhere else. It could be that something else takes priority within your life, because it doesn't look like it's negative. That doesn't look like negative, but it just looks like there's two different possibilities, and the further possibility looks more prominent. There could be something that takes up some time in your life there in that year. Yeah, cup of tea. Okay, so up to your question now. Yeah, sometimes people say hi and then someone else asks a question. Yeah, so yeah, for me, between your hello and then your question, there's a few messages. So I don't know if the chat looks a little bit different for me. It is slightly delayed for me, so I do apologise. But okay, can you look into the ball and see what my future husband will be like? Yes, so let's see. Okay, so we have pale, blonde with blonde hair. Blue eyes, so that these are physical appearances. So I'm seeing if I can get like a work, like a position of work or something like that, or where you'll meet. Perhaps where you'll meet. Someone in an authoritative position within a company. Where you'll meet. It looks likely to be online. It looks likely to be online. Yeah, so that's what's coming through for you. Hi Kevin, hello, welcome. I hope you're still here. Kevin, great, okay. So Kevin's question. Hi Destiny as well, hello and welcome. Hello, welcome back, Tonya. So Kevin, I have been really wanting to develop my psychic abilities and especially healing abilities. Any advice on how I can develop my healing abilities more? Kevin, sorry, just getting comfy. Kevin, what kind of, one thing I do always recommend to people on the spiritual path is to do Reiki. So I don't know if you're already, I do feel like kind of healing energy vibes from you. So I don't know if you're already on the path of Reiki, or you've done a little bit and not all the way. I don't think that it's necessary unless you specifically want to be a Reiki practitioner. I don't think it's necessary to complete all of the levels of Reiki. If you want to be kind of an eclectic practitioner and be kind of on your own path, that's fine. But I still always recommend some level of Reiki, because I feel like even for people who only want to do readings and they don't really want to be on the healing side, I really feel that Reiki opens things up within you and gives you a very deeper understanding and more prominent spiritual sight. Even if Reiki isn't what you want to do, Reiki is really, really great. So I do feel healing energy from you, so perhaps you are on that kind of path already. But if you're not, definitely do go down that path. And another one that I would recommend is sound healing, because sound healing is, to me, it just resonates so much. Frequencies, vibrations, are just so, it's such a higher level of healing in my opinion, if that makes sense. I'm very, very drawn to it. I would highly, highly recommend it. But for me, for anyone who wants to do any kind of psychic, spiritual, mediumship, I would say do Reiki, even if it's not the path you want to go down, because that experience really opens certain things. But if you really do want to go down the healing path, get into sound healing as well. Try some of that. And it's just practice as well, and seeing where you're drawn to, and really trusting your own intuition when you want to be a healer and when you want to do your own kind of thing. It's very much about wherever you are drawn to, because I was always drawn to sound healing, but you may not be. And but I am an eclectic practitioner, which means that I practice many different modalities, many different kinds of forms of magic, forms of healing, experience different like cultures and religions as well, and practice different types of meditations. And when you do that, you can almost as well kind of tune into your own versions of things, if that makes sense. So although you may go down the path of Usui Reiki, but you may find that you don't use the symbols that you've been given on your Reiki practice, and you'll kind of do what feels right for you, because you'll go with your intuition. Like you'll be an intuitive healer. So Tonya, okay, Tonya. I'll just bear with me 1 second. Guys, I am having an issue with Facebook, and I know I feel a little bit bad, because I know some of you have messaged in there a while ago, but I'm having issues with it reloading, and it's been happening for a while now. Not just on the stream, but within the last week or so. So let me just double check the Facebook. Oh, Woo. Yes, it's a message. It's a message from Woo. So Woo, I will just get back to you in 1 second. So Tonya, let's just do Tonya's question here. Should I stay with Kevin? Let's just check that. This is coming as yes. It seems like there's healing and growth to do, but it does seem like there's a great potential, and there is some positive growth. There's positive potential and positive growth and positive opportunities on that path. Woo. Oh, Woo. Yes. So let's get back to. I think I missed a question with Woo. But guys, please do try to be fair and just put like one question in your message, and then give a couple more people a chance to ask a question. But yes, let's get to Woo. Oh my, I don't know what's going on with. Why doesn't my cousin show up to family events? She's invited, unlike me, but she never shows up. Okay. It seems like she has some kind of like anxiety. It seems like there's some anxiety going on there, and perhaps an issue with a specific person as well. But it does feel like she kind of she feels this energy. So that energy that I was talking about, where it seems like it doesn't necessarily seem too much like there's people like talking about each other or purposely trying to make trouble. There could be some of that, but it does seem like there's like a general negative energy around like part of the family, a section of the family. It seems like she picks that up a little bit, and that she has some anxieties. She has some anxieties around family gatherings, I suppose. And you're welcome. Everyone who's saying thank you, you're very, very welcome. So I will just go over again. I know we do have a few new people in the chat. So for the new people in the chat, I do this tarot and crystal ball stream weekly. So please do subscribe. It's free. You just need to leave your full name and date of birth until I'm kind of used to your energy. If you come back within in the next like 2 to 3 streams, I'll be able to pick up your energy, and you won't always have to leave your information in there. A lot of these people are regulars, and I can connect with them quite well now. But yes, so specific questions for the crystal ball, and you can ask whatever you like, really. It doesn't have to be a yes or no, but not too broad. So some people do come in and they ask me to say a channeled message from a person, or they ask me to give them a love reading, and I'm not going to do that on stream, okay? So I do specific, I do full readings, but they take 30, 40, sometimes even longer than that, 30 to 40 minutes, sometimes even longer. If you want a full in-depth reading, you can go to my website and purchase one. They are very reasonably priced. You can have crystal ball readings, which are typed up. You can have Akashic tarot readings, which are videoed and sent to you. You can have a channeled spirit guide message as well. So there are different options if you do want a reading. And they're very reasonably priced. I don't charge a lot. But on stream, it's specific questions, so everyone can get a go. And if you do want a card, you are welcome to have one. Or you can have as many as you want, but just give other people a chance. That's what it's about. So we have the Akashic Tarot. So just put in the chat that you want an Akashic Tarot and I'll pull one. You can have a Chakra Tarot. You can have a Love Tarot as well. But I just ask that you give everyone a chance and you have some patience. And subscribe, of course. Please do subscribe. If you're in the chat now and you have not already liked the video, please do so. So yeah, so it's free, but it's all about having patience and giving other people a go as well. So I think that's everything. And I may also go over the giveaways with you guys as well. If anyone would be interested in a giveaway, perhaps just put a message in there that you'd be interested, and I'll go over the giveaways as well. Okay, so where am I up to? If I have missed your question, just retype it. Yeah, if I missed your question, just retype it. I think I'm up to Kevin. Do I have any karmic debts with Tanya that I have to settle in this life? Okay, let's check. That comes as yes. Jan, is there a chance that Caden confesses his feelings on my birthday? Let's check that. Yes. Yes, there is a chance. Woo, does Jay spy on me on social media? Yes. Miss Venus, did my ex-boyfriend see me as a future partner / wife? If so, does he still see me as a potential future partner? Yes, he did see you as a potential future partner. At the moment, at the moment it's a bit murky because he's kind of only just realizing that he may have made a bit of a mistake. He's kind of beginning to realize that his feelings are quite strong and still kind of there. I feel like he really believed that he wouldn't be like affected by the breakup kind of thing. There was a lot of relief that could be felt, and now it feels like regret is surfacing. So it's possible that could come through. Rowan, hello, Rowena. Yeah, if I ever pronounce anyone's name wrong, just let me know and I'll try my best. Rowena, asking for if my hubby still loves me. Okay, Rowena, let's do your question. I hope you're still here. If it's been a while and I'm asking if you are still here, do just comment in the chat that you are still there. So I'm not just talking to thin air. But yes, so Rowena, if my hubby still loves me, let's check. Yes. Yes, so there definitely can still be felt like romantic love there. It's not really overpowering or anything like that, but yes, it is still there. And thank you for subscribing as well. Please do come back. Please like the video and please do come back next time. Asking if my hubby will contact me this year. Okay, so let's check. Will he contact you this year? And this is for Rowena again. Yes, that comes as yes. Kevin, do I have any cosmic connection to any cosmic beings like Pleiadian or Lyran? Okay, so this is the second time I'm on one of these streams that I've been asked this. In the last stream we did have an Octorian connection with us who also had some Andromedan. So I would be very happy to do a full starseed connection stream where I could do like starseed readings on people and see where they, what their origins are. But yes, I will check that for you, Kevin. So Kevin, I hope that you are still here, because I will double check on Kevin's. I'm already feeling Octorian with Kevin, but let's just check. Kevin, yes, so let's just check. Cosmic connection with Kevin. And guys, if anyone else would like starseed readings, if you think that would be a good idea for a full stream, let me know. Yes, so there's Octorian and Lyran both coming through there, coming through quite strongly there. Yeah, so I think I will set up a starseed past life kind of reading, because it can be a little bit more in depth then as well. So it won't just confirm if you have like specific connections. We can maybe look a little bit more into that life, you know, what kind of role you had and things like that as well. And many of us, you will find, have more than just one connection. Many of us have lived many lives in many realms and many star systems. So it is really nice to see where our strongest connections are, and what kind of like guides we have around us now as well. Sometimes we have, you know, specific starseed guides around us whose who's coming through quite strongly and kind of guiding us in this life mission. So that would be a good one. So do, especially if you're interested in that and you are new, please do subscribe and we'll do that one. And there are a few people saying that they would like to be on the priority list for past life reading and aura. So if you're not already on the aura or the past life list, go to my community tab and you will see my most recent post on my community tab is a picture which says on it stream priority lists, and it has aura reading and it has past life reading. So if you would like to be prioritized on those, put a message on there and your spot will be saved. So the stream might not get really busy and everyone might be seen anyway, but being on priority just kind of helps, because we did an aura reading stream and we didn't do a priority list, and a lot of people were waiting the whole stream and it didn't get a chance because I only give the stream 3 hours, because I didn't realise how many of you guys would be interested. So do please go to my community tab and comment on that message, or message me on Facebook, because I'm not very likely to go all the way back through this live chat. So if you message me on Facebook or you comment on the community tab, I'll be more likely to see it if you want to get priority. But I'm happy to put your priority if you would like it. So we have a few. Oh, Carlos, hello. I think you've been on before. Kevin, yes. I think the interesting thing about starseed readings is that sometimes people are surprised by what comes through, but there's almost always one thing that they're right about. Or, I do feel that people underestimate their own intuition and what they feel. So, yeah, that's really interesting. Welcome back, Carlos. I think you've been here before. So guys, I am getting back to the stream, but just while we are on the topic of the priority lists for the next streams, remember, if you have a specific stream that you would like channeling messages from your romantic partner, future spouse, any of those things, we can set that one up as well. So just let me know the interest that you have in future streams, and I will set them up. And if you want to be on the priority list for them, let me know. So I will also now just talk through my giveaways. So we do have some giveaways coming up. So we had the first giveaway was for Mental Health Awareness Week. Every year on Mental Health Awareness Week, I do a giveaway just to try and give back to someone who's going through some struggles. So we had someone who was going through some struggles, some anxieties and things like that, and they won a one-on-one session with me. So the prizes are always different. There can be one-on-one sessions with me. I do sound healing sessions. I do readings, starseed, channeling your starseed guides, channeling spirit guides, Reiki, spells. I do all kinds of sessions, and they are available in the giveaways sometimes. Depending on the giveaway. But we have a giveaway of a protective tiger's eye necklace as soon as we reach 500 subscribers. So I think it looks like to me at the moment that we are on 481, I believe. So when we get to 500 subscribers, there will be a giveaway. The instructions on how to enter will... I'll do a video. I always do a video on instructions on how to enter them. And then you enter, and then one person is chosen at random. Or, as I prefer to say, and as I believe, it's divinely guided. The person who wins, it's divinely guided. So if you are interested in that one, you can wait for that one. But we do also have, if you go to the second post on the community tab, there is a spell jar giveaway. So the spell jar giveaway, I have the spell jars here. We have a protection spell jar here. If you can see, it is star-shaped. I hope you can see it. Yeah, so protection. We have a love spell jar. Maybe you can see it better if I do that. But they have all very lovely like herbs, crystals and all of that in there. And also the money luck abundance spell jar there, star-shaped one there. So there are 3 different ones to choose from. The winner can choose protection, love or money when they win. And to apply for that, just do a review on either my Facebook or on my website. So you can review, if you've had an actual session with me, which I know a lot of people in the chat have, then please go to my website or Facebook and review the session you've had. So if you've had a spell, if you've had a Reiki, just review it. It just helps with my Facebook and with my website to have some positive reviews. So you will be entered into the draw when you review. But yes, if you haven't had any sessions with me and you've only been on stream, then your review could just simply be that you like that you enjoyed the streams, you enjoyed your free reading on stream. You know, you don't have to have booked a session with me, you don't have to have paid for a session. You can just review the stream. Say, I like joining on the free weekly live readings. That can be your review, that's fine. You can still be entered in if you do that. And you can still, perhaps you enjoy my sound healing sessions as well, which are also free on YouTube. You can even review them. Your review could say, I enjoy the meditations on YouTube. You don't have to have paid for a session to enter into the draw, basically. But I'll get back to your questions now. So I can see up to, I think sometimes when I talk too long, I can't go too far up into the chat. So right now, the highest I can see is Sarah saying thank you for your time. If there's anything you think we need to do to speed things up, let me know. Maybe good luck and money spell for Richard. And work on his energy and health and give him motivation. Yeah, so I work very closely with Sarah, with readings and with spells mostly. But where Sarah's messages there, that's as far as I can go in the chat. So if you messaged a while ago, please just rewrite your message now. So I'm going to carry on with the questions now. If you have any questions about the giveaways, just send me an email or Facebook or whatever. So, when am I able to travel abroad with my kids next year? Yes. It seems that you do get an opportunity to do that. Gretel, I'm still here and looking forward to the aura reading. Past life one sounds interesting. Yes, so yeah, so I did just speak about that, so perhaps I am caught up. I'm not caught up, but perhaps I didn't miss anyone off. Perhaps no one's been cut off from me. Sid, can I have an Acacia card too? So Sid, the Queen of Roses. The Queen of Roses, it's all about being surrounded by that love energy, being in a comfortable position and feeling feeling rooted as well. You see, she's all in red. It's very root chakra based. She feels comfortable and confident within her home setting and in her comforts and within herself. So it does seem to be a positive message in regards to, you often feel quite insecure in your protections and quite anxious, sometimes. So it does show you feeling more secure and safe, but it also does show that love energy as well. There's a lot of love here, feeling and more, and being around more. You're feeling the gifts that he's bringing you and the positivity that he's bringing you. So it's a very positive message for Sid's Akashic. Marie, a love card and card of your choice. I did a love card from Marie before, so I think perhaps Marie missed that. But yes, let's do a card. Let's do a chakra card from Marie. Mysticism. Okay, so this is another thing that's coming up from Marie quite a lot. The spiritual path. So mysticism. Getting more into your spiritual path. Perhaps practicing some magic of your own. But it doesn't have to be magic. But when we look at the beautiful mystic with her purple robes there, you may think of practicing some kind of magic, getting into your own occult practices there, and just keeping up the practices, because I know that you are doing, some of your own spiritual work. But sometimes when we get these messages, it's just a message to keep up with that work. Woo may have a chakra card. Self-worth. So we have self-worth there for Woo. We have self-worth, but we also have the sacral. So self-worth is obviously very holistic. We have to feel fully worthy, throughout all our chakras, in our mind, body and spirit. But when the sacral, because we have the orange colour here, when the sacral comes up in self-worth, sometimes that's about a romantic connection. So are you not manifesting to your highest potential in your love life because you're not in your highest self-worth? Do you still have a little bit of lacking of self-esteem somewhere? Are you having some self-doubt somewhere where you shouldn't? Because it does look like you should have a higher self-worth than you do, and you're being kind of welcomed and shown this throne, the space that you deserve, the manifestations, the space where you desire to be, you can be. But just believe that you can be there and believe in yourself as well. And with the sacral energy there, that can link to a lack of self-worth, impacting your intimate connection or impacting your creative abilities as well. The sacral has the intimate link and it has the creative link. So sometimes when we lack in self-worth, we can not have the confidence to go for our creative endeavours or creative projects. Perhaps you're a very creative person and you have a lot to put out into the world, but there's some level of holding back a little bit because of your worries and doubts about yourself. Jan, has Jay and Caden been hanging out in private, like calling, etc.? Let's check this. It looks like there has been messaging, like written messaging, typed messaging, but not like voice communication. I'm just going to check the Facebook. I'm worried about losing the chat, but just bear with me. Info Entertainment. Is Info Entertainment in the chat here? Tatiana, hello. Oh, Info Entertainment, yes. Welcome back. Hello and welcome back. Very nice to see you. So, Info Entertainment. Yeah, it seems to be some issue with when I go back over to Facebook from YouTube. I can't go very far back in the chat for some reason. I only just updated my phone, so I don't know why this is. I'm not the most technical person, but I'm okay. Okay, so we'll do Info Entertainment, and I'll try to get back up into the chat. So when can you see better things coming financially? So it looks like you have some opportunities coming up towards the end of the year, but also kind of an alignment in what you want to do and what you want to pursue. It looks like there could be some revisiting something that you didn't complete, or something that was on your mind to do but you never did. So it looks like there's some revisiting of something from the past. But it does also look like more opportunities opening, and it's towards the end of this year. Yeah, so there's a little bit of time there. Perhaps you have like a slight block in the root chakra. Doesn't feel very strong. Feels okay. But perhaps do some grounding. If spell work and things like that are your thing, money spell could be perfect for you. But just a little bit of grounding, a little bit of focus on your root chakra there. But it does look like there's improvements towards the end of the year, and especially improvements in terms of you making decisions about what you want to do. But do think about that. Was there something you wanted to do that you kind of, you never really delved into, basically? Okay, guys, I'm very behind in the chat. So Parity says Parity. I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce names very well, but 4 to 5 years is too long. Yes, 4 to 5 years is quite a long time. You're not too old. You're not too old. You do have time. Is there any negative energy around me? Okay, yeah, that's an important thing as well. With, if you feel like 4 to 5 years is too long, you could consider things like work on your root chakra, money spells, and things like that. There is always opportunities to bring dates forward, or to open a road opener, perhaps open new opportunities to you. And just generally keeping your root chakra very healthy helps in general with abundant opportunities, money, living situation, things like that. But yes, I can check. So if there is any negative energy around you, let's just see. Yeah, there's some negative energy. There's a bit of a block. It looks more in the sacral area, but the sacral is very, very close to the root. So it could be, I'm going to sneeze. It could be that the dense energy at your sacral is affecting your root a little bit. So even though it's not a block at the root, that energy being so close could be affecting the energy from getting to the root. So yeah, you may need to clear the energy at the sacral and focus a little bit on your root. Hi, Arshana again. Thank you so much for your patience, guys. Please like the video if you haven't already, and please do subscribe if you are new. I do the tarot streams every week, and then the other ones we have up there, probably monthly. We'll probably do like aura reading stream once a month, past life stream once a month, something like that, or every 2 months. I'm just having technical difficulties at the moment. Sorry, excuse me. So Archana. So I think we're up to yours here. So is he happy or sad in his marriage, and does he want a future with you? So hopefully you are still in the chat. So there's mixed feelings in the marriage. There's sadness, but there's also like a wishing it was how it was when it was good, basically, and like a desire to work on that a little bit, but also a happiness with you. So yeah, it's very there's also a happiness in how things could be with you. So there's a bit of a hesitancy there. There's a bit of a dissonance, a bit of a cognitive dissonance there, because there's some desire to kind of get the marriage back to being happy, but there's also some thought about how things would be with you and being kind of happy with you. So yeah, there's kind of a disconnect there. Kevin, I do know what Reiki is, but I haven't actually dealt with Reiki yet. Yes, if you haven't dealt with it, I would absolutely recommend it. For anyone on a spiritual path, even if you don't want to perform Reiki, if you don't want to be a Reiki, if you don't want to be someone who gives Reiki, still, even just do the level 1 of it, because it really does, you will notice the difference in your energy and also in your connection to guides as well. Like, it really helped me to hone in on my connection to guides and to kind of to understand the differences in the messages I was getting between star family, spirit guides, different types of guides, I do energy healing. I kind of tailor it in my own way because I've worked so long doing this kind of thing, and I've always kind of done this kind of thing. My mum is kind of into this kind of thing as well. So yeah, I've always kind of been on this path, but Reiki definitely really helped me to, when I was younger, it was more difficult for me to close off when I needed to close off and to be open to reading people and spirits and things when I needed to. Reiki really, really helped me a lot. I would definitely suggest it to anyone. Woo, do I have a soul contract with N? Let's check that. No, that's coming as no. Marie says, Gret, you should, hon. You're amazing like Venus. So I don't know what that's in response to. I'm not 100% on. I must have missed Gressel's message. But yeah, I would love to know. I'd love to know what that's about. If you know, if Gressel, if you're going to do your own stream or anything like that, I would love to join and support. Kevin, while I love sound healing and I have always been drawn to that a lot too, sound healing just feels right to me. Yes, me too. I absolutely love it. For me as well, when you are a healer as well yourself, you may find that certain things don't work too well for you. So for example, if I want Reiki, I will go to someone else to give me Reiki. Even though I can do self Reiki, I feel I prefer someone else doing it. Whereas with sound healing, although it can be very relaxing to go to a sound bath that someone else is doing because you can just lie down, when I do sound healing for myself, I feel so much benefit from it. Marie, if you would like to be on the past life stream, if you would like priority, please send me a message, TikTok, Facebook, email, whatever you would like, and I'll put you on the list. And that goes for everyone as well. Archana, I'm not sure how I'm saying that, but I hope you did get your message. Sarah, so I think I'm up to Sarah. Remember, if, oh no, sorry, I'm not. I've skipped way past, I think. Aries, thank you so much for all of your help today. You're so welcome, and you don't have to thank me. Just be here, just be present, just be patient. It just means so much to me that you come and that you be patient, because I know that I get very behind in the chat, and the chat can get very busy. Just the fact that you come back, even, and you know, you give me your patience and your likes and your subscriptions, just means a lot to me. So Jan, if this is prominent, when will Caden stop talking to her and cut her off? Or will that only become prominent if I ask him to do once we are in a relationship? Okay, let's check that. Yeah, so it looks like there is quite a high prominence that it will be when you're in a relationship and you kind of request it, but at the same time it seems like that he will be very receptive and understanding of that, because he does understand that she's being flirty, you know, he does know. I think he does have a lot. He knows that she's interested, basically, is what I'm saying. So yeah, it's most prominent that you will ask him, but he could do it before. There is possibility that he could do it before himself. It seems like a very unbalanced relationship. Like, so even though he does like her, he gets on with her, he doesn't. His energy towards her isn't like too negative. It's just not where her energy's at. So, you know, it's very unbalanced. Woo, may I have a love card? I don't know if I did. Did I do you a love card? I would do another anyway, even if I did. Here you are. Okay. So we have forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. So this can be many things. Woo. So it can be about forgiving yourself. If you haven't been, you know, the person you wanted to be in a past relationship, or even if you have, you know, not being who you want to be in a past relationship doesn't mean that you were negative, but it could even mean that you allowed someone to walk over you or something like that. Perhaps you didn't set boundaries. But forgiveness. So it could be forgiving someone from the past, could be someone from the past coming back and you forgiving them, but it could be forgiving yourself for who you were. Did you not have self-worth? Did you not set boundaries? Did you not be that person that you wanted to be? Because in a relationship, we love the other person, but it's very much also about loving who we are in that relationship. So sometimes you're in a relationship and you love them, but the person you are in that relationship, you don't really feel like that's you, and that's still a mismatched relationship. So perhaps some disappointments could be with yourself, or it could be with someone else. And don't forget that sometimes as well, forgiving the past doesn't necessarily mean, just because we forgive the past doesn't mean we have to get back with that person, but it just means we release that part of ourselves. We release those stresses and those worries, and we just forgive. We forgive, but we move on. You can forgive without getting back together, if that makes sense. But definitely some forgiveness of the past. Okay, so Kevin says I'll be interested in a giveaway. So yes, the community tab will show both of the different giveaways. The one will be when we reach 500 subscribers, and the other one is just based on reviews. So perhaps when we get 10 reviews in, something like that, at least 10, I will do a draw. If we get a lot of reviews, I may even pull all 3. You know, I may pull 3 names and give away all 3 necklaces if we get quite a lot of reviews. If you do leave the review on either on the website or on Facebook, especially on Facebook, I'm having trouble with Facebook, not just with messages, but with notifications. If you leave a review, just let me know. Just comment somewhere. You can comment on the community tab if you want, or you can message. You can try a private message, email, whatever it is. Just let me know, and I'll check it. So Sarah, has he been speaking to his mates about me, and how his mum and sister feel about me, and how him now into spirituality? Okay guys, please try to not put so many messages in one post. I know it takes me a long time to get to the messages, so I do appreciate that you're waiting around a lot, but like 4 or 5 messages is a bit much. 2, maybe 3 if you have to jump out. If you have to jump out and you really have to go, then yeah, ask your messages before you go. But just try to give everyone a chance, please. But let's do a few of Sarah's messages here. Has he been speaking to his mates about me? Let's check that. It doesn't look like there's been any new conversations since the last time we checked. I think there was the last time we checked. It doesn't look like there's been anything new yet. I will go through all of Sarah's questions here just because I haven't had a chance to catch up with Sarah for a while. I know she is waiting on an inbox reply from me. How has his mum and how is his mum and sister feeling about me and him now? Okay. Yeah, so there doesn't seem to be any negative energy towards you from the mum and sister. Yeah, it seems like quite a neutral energy. Not necessarily overly positive, but of course that's just because they haven't been speaking to you and all of that. But yeah, there's no negativity there. And then, oh, how do they feel about you and him now that you're into spirituality? Oh, what will his sister think that you're into spirituality? Okay, you can check that. Again, there's kind of like a neutral energy there, like not like overly concerned or worried. Perhaps a little bit intrigued about what it is that you do. A little bit of intrigue, but nothing like negative there. Kaya, hello and welcome to the stream. Guys, please remember to, if you are new, refer to Leon's message, which just gives some instructions here. So when you're new, I do need your full name and date of birth just to help connect with your energy. Kevin, is there anything that I should do before going into a relationship? Any specific healing or mantra? Okay, let's check. Okay, so a little bit of sorry guys, a little bit of healing on your solar plexus. Even if you just meditate on that area, or if you have your own kind of like healing practice on the solar plexus. Of course, usually with relationships, we like to focus on healing our sacral and our hearts, and opening our sacral and our hearts. To kind of be open to that new partner, aligning with that new partner. But it does look like a little bit of solar plexus work. Sometimes that comes because it's about being in that higher energy of your highest self. So your self-esteem, releasing any anxieties. Self-esteem and anxieties can, low self-esteem and anxieties can be stored in the solar plexus. Perhaps a little bit of releasing of that just in case, because if you're resonating slightly lower there, if you have a little bit of a low self-worth or anything like that, then you may not be attracting your higher potential, your higher kind of partner in there. But one thing I do always say as well to people, this just as a general thing, not specifically directed at Kevin, but when you do want to manifest a certain partner, try to think about the kind of life that you want to be in. How do you see that being? How do you see the connection being? Where do you see you living? You know, what kind of job or type of person do you expect or want them to be? And how can you match that? If that's what they're going to be, what are you going to be? And kind of try to match that energy and that vibe, and just kind of try to be that person that resonates with that energy that you want, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so Aries, how long until my mum proposes marriage? I think that I did that. I feel like so familiar on that question. I think that I did that. So just let me know if I didn't, because I don't know if I'm like repeating questions here. Aries, how long until my mum proposes marriage? I feel so much like I've answered that already. I'm feeling like the end of 2024. I feel like I've answered it. But yes, so I'm up to Antonella. Welcome back to the stream, Antonella. So I will be up to Antonella when I'm back here, but there's a lot of Facebook messages as well. Okay, so one is just asking to be on the past live stream, so that's fine. I'll keep that. Michelle. Let's see. So Michelle sent a private message about 25 minutes ago. So yeah, Facebook's being worse than the YouTube chat for me today. So Michelle, if you're still here, Michelle, just let me know in the chat and I will do a couple of your questions. And then if not, we'll go back to Antonella. Miss Venus, I told you were about to get really busy. Yeah, it's really, really busy today. Sorry guys. And I do appreciate everyone who, who's in the chat and who's waiting. I really appreciate your patience. Please do make sure you are subscribed, because I do this weekly and you will get a stream where it's not too busy. And as well, a lot of the streams will have priority as well. Okay, so we have Woo is saying one question was skipped twice. So Woo, I'm just waiting for a reply from Michelle. And then we will go to Antonella and then back to Woo. I'm just trying to give everyone a chance. So I know a lot of you have asked like a lot of questions. Oh, thank you very much for the Facebook review. So yes, those leaving the Facebook reviews will be prioritized. Those leaving Facebook reviews will be entered into the draw. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't look like Michelle's here. I think that she did miss out. I know that she's not in a great time zone, unfortunately. But I can save her questions for the next stream, because I will do an early one for her time zone, like we did last time. So let's get to... Oh, I was up to Antonella, but now now the chat's not letting me get that high. Okay, so we'll just do Woo's message that has been missed a couple of times. Just so that everyone knows, there's a message by Rowan that says thank you so much with a love emoji, and then it says love and light with another love emoji. That is as far as I can scroll in the chat. So if you message before that, you may need to retype your message. And if you are new, full name and date of birth before your message, because I need to connect properly with your energy. If you're new, I will need your full name and date of birth, please. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with it not letting me scroll up. Okay, so let's do Woo's question that's been missed. So, is N happy in a relationship with Jay? There's some happiness, but there's also a lot of challenges and struggles. But there is some happiness, yes. So Sid says, I think starseed readings for a full stream would be good. I agree. I can't wait. I will schedule that when we get off this one. Half. Hi, how will I be able to reach my goal? I've been trying. Is there anything blocking me? Okay, so I don't have your full name and date of birth, so I can't fully check your energy. But if you have something blocking you from reaching a physical goal, it's usually a block in the root chakra. So the root chakra is very linked to our physical life path, or the very physical, like money, living situation and things like that. Sometimes as well, it can be the solar plexus. If you don't have self-belief, that can also be very limiting. So it's usually one of those two. That's for half. It's usually a block in the root chakra or the solar plexus. And yes, Wu says a life purpose stream. So I have taken that on board, a life purpose stream. I think I will do that. I will schedule it in. I know I haven't done that yet, but I have taken a note of that. Aries, I would like a past life reading whenever you do a live stream for one. When is the next aura reading? You are not a... Yes, so you, Aries, you are prioritised. I think you're first or second for the aura reading. If you go to my homepage, at the very beginning of my homepage, underneath my welcome video, there's upcoming live streams straight away. So the 3rd of June is the past life reading stream. The 3rd of June. Then we have the 17th of June is the next aura reading. So they're both already scheduled. They're already up there. If you just check for them, if you just search for them. But they should be on the homepage under upcoming live streams. But do make sure, those of you who are asking to be priority, do make sure you're commenting on the community post or something like that. Don't just leave it for me, because I can't go all the way back through this whole chat, because it's, the stream goes on for at least 3 hours. Comment it somewhere where I will get a notification. So Facebook, on a community post, somewhere I'll be notified of it. On the community tab would be best, because on the community tab, it literally, the first post, if you go to my community tab, is the stream priority list. So if you comment on there, I will definitely see it. I'll definitely see it. Hello, Carlos. I don't have your full name and date of birth. I'll just check the Facebook, see who that... Oh, here we go. Yes, Carlos. Okay, Carlos, so you're reading now. You've just given me your details in Facebook, so thank you very much. Will I have a romance with Nicole? So let's see. So that's coming as no. Unfortunately, that's coming as no. There's like a little bit of energy, like a slight possibility. It looks like less than 5%. It's very, very low. I would generally say no there. You could try to do some manifestation with that, but it looks quite low. Okay, so that was for Carlos. So I'm sorry about that. Miss Venus, I already did, but I wanted to express my interest in the past life reading everywhere. Okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah. I will update the list. After this stream, I will go straight to the community tab and straight to Facebook, and I will update the lists for anyone who comments. I'm interested in everything you do. Your vibration is just so pure. That's so lovely, and I agree with you as well. I think we do really resonate, and you know, it's very synchronistic as well. Venus and Venus. It was meant to be, wasn't it? It was a synchronistic thing. Hello, Smart Psych. Welcome to the stream. And for entertainment, hello. I'm well. I think I did get to your question on Facebook way before I got to it on YouTube. I'm pretty sure. I'll just double check. I'm sure I did. Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, so it looks like I'm getting there. Tatiana, welcome back. Okay, Michelle, so I didn't get to the questions because I didn't know that you were still in there. I did ask for you to comment, but if you have commented, it didn't come through for me. So, Michelle, oh, there we go. Yeah, so perhaps it just took a while to show up for me. The chats are really slow for me. I'm very sorry, guys. So Michelle's been waiting for a while, so let's see. All of your cards. Are you sure? Are you sure you wouldn't prefer questions? Questions are a little bit more specific. So let me just ask Michelle. Are you sure? Questions are a bit more specific, so if you'd like the questions, that's okay. I know it's a very unreasonable time for you, Michelle, so we get through I'll do the questions. So, question number 1 for Michelle. Yeah, there are multiple possibilities coming up with that. It looks like it could be any moment because there are multiple possibilities coming up with reaching out as well. So keep me updated on that. Number 2, is he still on a prominent path to have percentage increase? Okay, I'm not 100% on the meaning of that one. Do I still see him visiting you? Let's check that. Yes, there's still a strong possibility of a visit this year. July is coming through strongly still, so yes. Is he still deeply in love with me? Let's check that. Yes, he still thinks about that deep connection, and he still goes over that deep connection within his head and within his heart. I love cards, so I do believe that the commitment thing is going to be dependent on this communication. I feel like the communication shifted quite a bit. I'm glad that July is still coming up, but I am kind of focusing, willing on manifesting for June as well, because, you know, it needs to come. It does need to come. So a love card for Michelle. Okay, so we have receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Okay, so this is very, very positive as well, because in a lot of times when we're manifesting the person that we want, we are in the giving role. We are in that chaser role, you know. We're the giver, we're the chaser, we're the manifester. We are the one putting in the thought, putting in the action, putting in the energy. So this card is affirming of it being received, or even being given back as well. But it's very, yes, but being given back. So it's very affirmative of that love energy being given back. So it does show this possibility of this, you know, a reciprocity coming on the path. And that was for Michelle. So be open to receiving this when it comes. So it's very affirmative, that card. I'm Tatiana. Hello. It's really nice to see you again. What connection? Kevin, what connection do I have with Tanya? She is my best friend and also triggered my spiritual journey. Okay. Okay, so the soul family. Tanya is a part of your soul family. And you have shared lives before, connections in lives before. And also, it's important as well, I think, that even though in this lifetime someone may trigger your spiritual journey, in another lifetime, like in the next lifetime, in a past lifetime, sometimes it's different as well. You know, we switch these roles as well. So Tatiana says, how do others see me in physical terms? It's a difficult question to answer because I can't speak for like everybody's opinions, you know. We all have different varying opinions. Michelle, can I check when do you feel like my oh yes, sorry, so yes. I've gone through Michelle's questions. So Michelle, if you didn't get the questions, just rewind back a little bit. Really appreciate the patience that you guys have. Okay, so Tatiana, let's do, I think that's what we're up to, yes. Should I leave my current workplace? This comes as yes. Is music my kind of life's purpose? Music does have a big role to play in your life's purpose, yes. Don't apologise for asking so many questions, guys, especially if you're giving others a chance and like waiting. Like, you know, it means so much to me that you wait so long for me to get to you. I really appreciate that. Okay, Michelle. Michelle, yes, make sure you message me that you want a spot for the past life reading if you haven't already. Because I'll put you on there. Jan, is Caden uncomfortable or realises she is flirting? Will he eventually set a firm boundary or stop replying to her? So at times it does make him uncomfortable. At times it does make him also feel a little bit good about himself, if that makes sense. He does realise that she's doing it, yes. And I think that is kind of where the issue lies, is that he doesn't set such a firm boundary. He kind of... He sets a boundary with himself and what he will say and what he won't say, but he doesn't set a firm boundary with her. He kind of hints, if that makes sense. Miss Venus, oh, you skipped me. I'm very, very sorry if I skipped you. So, which is the most prominent path? My ex starting something with someone else, or him coming back around and trying with me? Okay, let's see. Okay, so it's quite interesting because he is already talking to someone else. It isn't serious or anything like that. But now it's almost like he kind of thought that maybe it would go somewhere like that. Definitely not in like a rush there. But that was kind of like when these feelings for you were very, very suppressed and like low down. Now that these feelings are really coming to the surface, it does seem like there's like it seems almost balanced, like it could go either way. It seems like there's definitely going to be a reaching back out to you. There's definitely going to be a reaching back out to you. But whether it's more prominent that you get back together is unclear, because it seems dependent on the exact time that he reaches back out to you, because there's also someone else on your path, someone else interested in you. It seems like there's a lot of like decisions to be made. So you're going to have a decision because there's going to be someone else that shows interest in you, but then there's also going to be this push and pull with him, because this regret's coming up now. I feel like it's going to be a process, because these feelings are coming back up. There's a bit of denial, because when the breakup first happened, there was like a sense of relief, and it does feel like he really enjoyed that. He really liked that. He felt a bit relieved. Although he's feeling regret, there's still a desire to push that feeling down and kind of suppress it, but he will eventually reach back out. But it kind of depends on how in communication he stays with this other person as well, because although it's not serious there are feelings from her side. So yeah, there's a lot of like energies coming up here and a lot of things going on. So at the moment it looks like it could go either way. So it does look like something we could come back to and look at in the next stream perhaps, and just see how that goes. I hope that makes some sense to you though. Jan, so is there a correlation to changing the name, or is it just random? Let's just check that. That's not coming through very clearly. I think that's a no. Yeah, it looks like it's random. That looks like it's random. Okay, guys, I'm not skipping anyone on purpose, by the way. When I jump out to Facebook and jump back in, it seems to be not letting me scroll all the way back up. So sometimes it does. The issues with the stream today and with the messages today are definitely worse than last time. I was quite able to go between here and Facebook a lot easier last time. It may be because there's more messages. I'm not sure. But Rowan, so, or Ren, I don't know how you like that that abbreviation to be said, if it's Rowan or Ren. But yeah, apologies for skipping your question. I like your little emoji there. Is my hubby spying on my social media account? So let's do that. Yes, that's a yes. Woo, have I still not given you a love card? I'm really sorry if I'm forgetting about you. Let me just scroll down and see if Woo has been missed again. It's not intentional, guys. I don't mean to miss anyone. Oh, Monica. Monica, yes, I was asking if you were still here, and there was no reply for quite a while, so I just moved on to the next questions. Because it had been so long, I'd been so far up that I didn't know if you had left the chat. But Monica, I'll just do your question now, just in case you are here, instead of waiting again. So, my name is Monica. My intuition's right about a certain person working against me. Yeah, I will do Monica's question because, yeah, I thought she left before, so I don't think I answered. So, are my intuitions right about a certain person working against me? Yes, that comes as yes. But yes, I'll just scroll back up. Yeah, it's letting me scroll like very far up now for some reason. So Monica, I hope you got that. Marie, what did you think of the new pictures? Happy and sad. So he liked them, but they made him miss you. Jan, Has Caden spoken about anyone about me? If so, what has he said? No, it looks like there hasn't been much more conversation about you this time, from the last check. But it does look like a lot more thought, like internal thought and contemplation. But it doesn't really look like seeking advice like we'd seen in the past. Marie, an Acacia card. So Wu says my question was skipped twice. Was it skipped twice? Wu, did I give you a love card? I'm waiting for a reply from Wu actually, about the love card. Yeah, I'm not intending to skip anyone. Sorry guys, I'm not very comfortable. Okay, I'm not sure if Wu has gone. Wu, I did answer the question about N and J. But if I didn't give you a card, please just comment, because I'm losing track of cards. I did answer that question. But yes, I may not have skipped questions if I can't scroll all the way up, so sometimes if there's been a lot, your question does just get like kind of swept away. Not my intention, I'm very, very sorry. Nelly, you answered correct before, that's why I trust you. Thank you very much. Okay, Tatiana. So, may I ask what's E feeling towards me? He's Gemini and I'm Pisces. There's potential there and interest there, and there's attraction there, like a magnetism. I don't know if that's physical attraction or like a very compatible energy kind of thing, but there's something positive there. Monica, let me know that you did get your reply, please. I feel like Monica comes in, asks a question, and then leaves before I answer. I really hope that she got that. Yes, Michelle, the chat is more glitchy than usual today, definitely. I mean, it's not always great, but it's definitely worse today. Elaine, hello and welcome to the stream. So let's do Elaine's question. How does Yaz feel towards me right now? Okay, don't feel too connected to your energy right now. Let me just take time with that. Your date of birth here. Elaine, how does Yaz feel towards me right now? Okay, so it feels like underlying there's a lot of like positive compatible energy there, but it feels like there's some kind of, I don't know it's a negative energy. I don't know if it's like a nervousness that, like a kind of a nervousness that's impacting this connection in a negative way, or whether it's actual like a disappointment or a sorrow. But there's a little bit of a negative energy as well niggling there. It could be conflict, it could be like a falling out or something, but it could be like an anxious feeling, an anxiety. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing, guys. Okay, so I think I'm up to Jan. I just really wanted some confirmation that Monica got her reply. I feel a bit bad if she didn't, but okay, let's move on. So Jan, if I were to flirt with Caden or compliment him, how would he receive or react to it? So he would be very flattered and he would feel happy. But it looks like he wouldn't quite know whether to like compliment back kind of thing. Like it seems like he would be a bit hesitant about jumping right in and giving it right back, if that makes sense. But he would be happy. Okay, so we have Antonella again, I think. Will my future partner be a successful person? Will I meet new love this year? Will I ever be with Jay? Okay, so let's do this. Will my future partner be a successful person? They will be achieved and comfortable, yes. Will I meet new love this year? Yes. There is a possibility that you'll meet this person this year. There is a possibility of that, although it could be. So we're getting like a time frame here. So we're getting kind of like the last 3 months of this year into next year. So there's a bit of a time frame, not a specific set in stone time. But it does look like it will be not too distant future. Will I ever be with Jay? Let's ask this one. So Antonella, will I ever be with Jay? This comes as no. Yes, Miss Venus, decisions to make. And yeah, sometimes it happens where you end up meeting someone new and then and then the ex suddenly wants you back, you know, as soon as you're unavailable. Sarah, what's Richard thinking and feeling about me at the moment? So Richard's feeling quite positive about you. He does feel appreciative as well. There is a lot of like appreciation coming through. He feels appreciative, and he feels bad as well. There is some feeling bad and some guilt as well about you doing so much and him not doing so much. There's guilt, but there is appreciation as well. Yeah, that's what's coming through. Yeah, I'm just going to get to the Facebook. I think we have someone new here. Oh, Chaylee, welcome back, Chaylee. So what are Daniel's current energies towards me? So what on Chaylee now in the Facebook message? So there feels to be like missing you, and there feels to be, I don't know if there's distance or like a lack of communication at the moment, because there seems to be some kind of overthinking about like how he wants to progress, basically. Kind of, it seems like there's a decision being made. But there is positive feelings towards you, but it seems like there's a decision being made as well. Like he's not decided. He's not 100% decided on how he feels. Carlos. Michelle, yes, you must have missed your questions. I answered your questions. I know it can be frustrating when there's a lot of people in the chat and I'm quite behind on messages, but it is a free stream, guys. You know, the questions are free. You're not, so please, your subscription and your patience is really what I ask for. I can't always be going back all the time. I don't mean to take so long. I apologise. I'm sorry if you can't wait in the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Ian, hi, I heard amazing things about you. Can I have a free reading, please? Yeah, so in the chat, we're doing crystal ball questions, where it's a specific question. And you ask a specific question and I give you an answer. If you are new to the chat, I need your full name and date of birth. You can ask for specific cards. We have the Akashic cards, we have the chakra cards, and we have the love cards as well. I'm not doing full readings, it's just specific questions. And I need your full name and date of birth if you are new. Michelle, I answered all of your questions and I think I gave you a card as well. So hopefully your messages were from before I answered your questions. do let me know. Okay, guys, so Traylee, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I do understand the frustration, guys, when you're waiting and everything like that, but you have to understand that there's new people coming in all the time. Sometimes I will need to go over with them what they can and can't ask and things like that, and it can take time. If you don't have the patience to wait for a free reading, then you can go and find someone. You can pay for a reading. You can pay me for a reading if you want one from me. You can go and find another reader. You know, it's whatever you want to do. But yeah, thank you very much for the support, guys. Michelle, please let me know if you Michelle, please let me know if you got your answers, please. Okay, so it looks like the chat's starting to wind down, so that's good. So what we'll do now is we'll just get last questions in. So I know that I'm not completely up to date. I know we have, let's see, I'll just see where I was up to. Carlos. I think I'm up to Carlos, who has sent me another Facebook message. So we'll wind down now. We will get our last questions in. If you've just gotten in and you are new, then please leave your full name and date of birth with your question. Or you can request a card. You can request a Acacia card, a chakra card, or a love card. But yes, if you're new, full names and date of birth. And please do subscribe, like and subscribe, please. If you're in and you're a regular and you enjoy and you haven't liked yet, please like. If you're new, please do subscribe, because we will be back every week with these readings. And it's not always quite as busy, but it is always busy to some degree. So please do have the patience. Please have a little bit of patience and give people a chance. And I never skip people on purpose, okay? I will never purposely skip your questions. It's not my intentions. So Carlos, yes, so Carlos, I'm up to your next question now. So hopefully you are still in the chat. So I'm up to your next question. Will I have a romance with Raina? Okay, let's check. Okay, this is looking a lot more positive. The opportunity here looks a lot bigger. Yes, this comes as yes. It's quite a prominent and strong possibility here. 70-75% I'd say. But it's quite strong and prominent on the path. That's a lot more likely, it looks like. So if I've missed any questions, post them in now. Last questions in now, guys. You're very welcome as well to those saying thank you. Miss Venus, for the person that you saw coming on my path, I think I must have missed this one. I'm not sure. For the person that you saw coming on my path, is he someone I know already or new? There's a guy named Javier. I may pronounce that wrong, I'm very sorry. That has been quite insistent on adding me on social media. I'm wondering if it's him. That's interesting because I did feel that you already knew him. So let's just check this person. Okay, so I'm guessing a yes on him, but so I'm guessing a yes on him, but also on someone else coming on the path as well, someone else who's going to show interest a little bit further down the line. So yeah, so so a few options coming here, and that was for Miss Venus. You finally accepted him. Okay, Kevin. What connection do I have with Sam? I feel drawn towards him and attracted, but nothing much. Okay, Kevin, let's do that one. There's a very positive connection there, very compatible energy. Yeah, it's very positive and very compatible. But yeah, when you say nothing much, there's nothing that comes up like a karmic relationship or a twin flame or a past life or anything like that. But there is very compatible energy there. Hello, Phyllis. Welcome back, Phyllis. Very nice to see you. Jan, what is the process Caden wants to take with me and our connection? So it doesn't look so much like... Sorry. So it doesn't look so much like... maybe you could specify on process, but it doesn't look so much like he has a plan of action, if that makes sense. It just seems like he is taking every step by step quite in depth. Like he's thinking very much about the steps he's taking, making sure that he is kind of taking like inventory of his feelings in the moment and how he wants to progress from there. So, for example, recently you've had connections, communications, conversations where he's taken inventory of his feelings and he's very aware that they've deepened, or not so much that they've deepened, because I do feel that deep connection's always been there, but he's aware that that deep connection's still there is probably the better way to put it. So he's taking note of that and moving forward accordingly. So yeah, that's kind of like, I don't know if that helps. And Kevin, thank you as well for helping out there with Monica as well. Yeah, if anyone does remember anyone else's answer and they're not getting it, then yeah, thank you very much for helping out. I really appreciate it. Chaylee, did I answer your question, please? I hope I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, Chaylee, just double check with me that I answered both of your questions, because I think I did. Just double check with me there. Hope you're well. I hope to see you on the next stream. Okay, so Michelle, I'm feeling like you didn't get your answers then. Okay, Michelle, if you can't find your answers when you go back, I will message you. I will reply to you. Anyway, yeah, I'm working quite closely with Michelle already. So yeah, I'll message you on Facebook, especially if this is an inconvenient time for you and you have to go. I really do appreciate you guys because I know we're all on different time zones here. Okay, Kaya. So Kaya, so we have the full name and date of birth now. So is there anything that I don't know that is stopping my friend from coming over and moving out? And after this one, we'll go back to Chailey because I think I've missed one of Chailey's questions. So is there anything that I don't know that is stopping my friend from coming over and moving out? That comes as no. That comes as no. So Chailey, just getting to. Oh, don't know why it's not letting me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so. Okay, so should I just move on? Okay, let's double check that. Yes, so it does look like there's a much more prominent and like what I would call like a more high vibrational kind of path for you when you move on and when you release. It does look like the more prominent, higher path for you. So I would say yes to that. Yes. Oh yes, and then that was the one I wasn't sure if I'd answered that one. Yeah. Has he met someone new? So I'll just double check that one. So he is talking to someone. He's talking to someone, but it's not like a serious thing. There's no like label on it or anything like that. It's very like new. It's very new. And that was for Chailey as well. So hopefully you got those. So I do apologise for the chat today, guys, because I do think it's been glitching and being a little bit worse than usual. Okay, so you're welcome, Elaine, and I really hope you come back. It's really nice to see new people. Michelle, I will just message you. I will just message you back. Oh. Okay, so Antonella, again, I think we're back to Antonella here. Will I ever be with G? So I'm just going to say G because I'm just so bad at pronouncing names. Very sorry, guys. So, will I ever be with G? Let's double check this. It looks like there's possibility there. It does look like there's possibility there. It's not... Yeah, it's not really much more than 50%, so it's a kind of one of those... it could be a yes, it could be a no, but there is a possibility there. And Antonella again. Will my future husband, I assume, or future like long-term commitment relationship be my nationality? Let's check this. Antonella. Okay, so I'm asking husband, I'm asking future husband, and I'm getting yes. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for your patience and kindness. Okay, so we have Alphonse again. Will I ever be in a relationship with Lisa? Yeah, so I think I did answer that there's a possibility there. I think I already did answer that, so I hope you did hear that. Shaylee, thank you for being amazing, and thank you for having such a gorgeous soul. That's so sweet. Thank you so, so much. And, you know, I feel the same about all of you guys. You know, you all have such beautiful energy. You have beautiful energy, patience. You know, that's the thing I really, really appreciate. And I really appreciate the community as well. You know, everyone looking out for each other as well, and just being so kind and supportive and all of those things. I really hope to you guys like stick around, and that we build like quite a nice happy and positive spiritual community here. And you know, I'm always happy to like take the requests and do what you guys want to do, and things like that. So don't ever feel like you can't reach out to me and things like that. You can always reach out to me as well, like through Messenger or email. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that you do, you know, that you see this as a little bit more than just having a yes or no on stream. I hope that you do feel that I am approachable, an approachable person. Or have I messed up somewhere, Shaylee? Miss Venus, I'm going to be fire. Yes, yes, you are. Very heightened magnetism there. Gretel says people can always watch back the answers if they miss them. Yeah, I do understand that the streams can be long, though. I do appreciate that. It's quite a long stream to go back through, but yes, you're very, very welcome, Gretel, and I do appreciate that. I appreciate the support there. A love card for Gretel. Did I not do that? I'm so, so sorry for anyone I missed. Miss Venus, thank you. Yeah, I do feel like sometimes it's a bit, perhaps a little bit slower than it could be if the chat could kind of, because sometimes I scroll up to see what you guys have said, and then it takes me back down to the bottom without me meaning to. But yeah, I agree. We're all adults, and we can be adult about it. Yes, don't worry, Venus. It was just two people who hadn't asked questions anyway and have no life, apparently. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks for the support. So a love card for Gretel then. If I missed that, I'm very sorry. Gretel. There we are. Okay, so we have actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. So, who are you seeking, manifesting? Who are you spending your time with? You know, the people that you love. We all have these different love languages, don't we? So, actions speak loudly. So taking the action. So it's not always about well, communication is important, of course, but gestures, you know, some people like gestures, some people like actions, to be shown love, to be shown that you care. And I find like these love cards are not always linked to romantic love as well. I feel like they're very broad, you know, showing friends that you love them, showing family that you love them, and things like that. But I think the important thing about love energy as well, yes, there is a difference between the intimate love energy and the unconditional kind of family, friend love energy. But when we practice love and giving love, communicating love, holistically to, you know, our friends, our family, our pets, you know, if you're like me, or plants, you know, and all of these things, when we practice that, being in a continuous flow of giving and showing love, then it does come to us easier as well. What we easily put out, we easily receive. So sometimes I think we don't really always look at the connection between other types of love. So sometimes when we close off from showing love to our friends and family, it can also close us off from not only receiving love from them, but receiving intimate love as well, and things like that. So do just think about gestures of love to everyone, to all of those love connections in your life, and do not forget yourself as well. You know, if you are some of us are great givers. We give love to all of those people, the friends, the family, the intimate partners. But sometimes we forget about giving ourselves gestures of love as well. So perhaps, Gretel, that could be your issue. Perhaps you're not giving yourself enough self-love, because it's all on, at the end of the day, it's all the same vibration, even though that intimate partnership, the way we express that love is very different. It's very intimate. It's very different to how you would be with like a friend or with, you know, things like that. You still need to be in that energy, giving those gestures of love to others and to yourself as well. So sometimes people don't resonate with that message because they think, I do show gestures of love all the time, you know, I show gestures of love to my friends, my family, my pets, my, you know, everyone, but sometimes they lack in gestures of love to themselves, so self-care as well. So that was Gretel's love card. Michelle, yes, Michelle, I will message you on Facebook when we're done. I'll just message it because it may be a little bit easier for you, and I know it's probably not a great time for you. And Jan, and the process I was referring to was like us transitioning to being a couple and him expressing his feelings. Yes, I do feel that he has that process in mind to transition to being a couple. Yeah. Sarah, is Richard missing me and thinking of me? Okay, let's check that now. Yes. He's been thinking about you quite a bit today, it seems. And yeah, there's some missing you. I feel like there's always a little bit of missing you when you're not there, even if he may distract himself with other things. Gretel, I do need to give myself self-love, that's for sure. Yeah, that's one thing I do feel like. I know that I don't know you like overly well, but Gretel, your energy, you really feel like someone who is probably more of a giver than a taker. I feel like you probably put others before yourself. That's just how you feel to me. Kaya, how is JB feeling about me? Okay. Mostly positive. There feels to be a lot of positive energy there. Feeling quite good. Feeling quite positive about you. Jan, last question. Has Caden been speaking to other girls or just... Oh, yeah, sorry. I think you asked that before. Let's check that. Has Caden been speaking to other girls? No, that comes as no. Alphonse, you're very, very welcome. I'm glad that you came back to the stream, and I would really hope to see you again at another stream. Marie says I've started treating my plants like pets. Yes, that's what I do. I love my plants so much. In fact, you can see some of my snake plants here. Kitty says, oh my, you're still live. Yeah, and this is a short stream for me actually. This is 3.5 hours. We tend to be going for around 4 to 5 lately, but yes, we are winding down now. Kitty, if you didn't get any questions in and you wish to, please leave your full name and date of birth, and I will get to your question. But yes, we are winding down now. Marie has an Acacia card, and I think that will be all, unless Kitty would like to ask a question. So Marie's Acacia. Treasure, the treasure. Okay, this is a very interesting one, because what this points to is finding something that's been lost for a long time. Finding the treasure that has been lost for a long time. Something that has been lost that is very valuable to you, that you have been seeking, coming back to you, and it does point to something that's been lost for a very long time as well. So I don't know if that resonates with you, Marie, but I feel like I know who that might be. Okay, so I think that is everything. Kitty, if you do want to ask a question, just leave your full name and date of birth and I'll get to you. But it looks like we're winding down now. It does look like that is the end. So I'll just go back over the next streams and the giveaways for anyone who didn't hear. Oh, here we go. Kitty, let's just do Kitty's question. After Kitty's question, I'm going to go over the next streams and the giveaways. So if you feel like you don't want to hear that, you can just leave, that's fine. Thank you. Love, light and blessings to you. Thank you for joining again, and please make sure that you've liked and subscribed, and thank you very much. If you want to stick around to hear about the next streams and the giveaways, just hold on for 1 second while I do this question. So we have, okay, will my past person and I reconcile? Any advice on that? Oh, I will double check the Facebook as well. Sorry, if anyone's waiting in Facebook, I will double check that after this. Will my past person and I reconcile? Okay. Okay, so there is a possibility of that. It's looking like it's around a 40% possibility, but it does look possible. It looks like there's something to work on there. My advice around it would be, because it's, so with the crystal ball, it's quite good because you can get a kind of percentage kind of thing, like you can see how prominent it is on the path. So when it's less than 50%, it's, for example, a pendulum where it just gives a yes or no. If it's less than 50%, a pendulum would say no. So crystal balls are a little bit more accurate in that they can give a bit more insight. So yes, there's a possibility, but it's quite small. So you can focus yourself in manifestations, doing whatever you want in your own way. You could consider some spell work if that is kind of a route that you would like to go down. Or you could consider energy work on the connection. So whereas we can have energy work on individual people, you can also do energy work on the connection as well. So a lot of the time with people who have broken up, energy work on the throat chakra of the connection, or the heart of the connection can help as well. So there's some options that you do have if you wanted to do anything like that. But yes, so it's a possibility, but it's not overly prominent. It's not the strongest option. But there is some work that could be done to help you there. So yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Sorry. Yeah, I need more water next time. So I really appreciate everyone who joined. So I'm just going to talk through the next streams and the giveaways now. So if you've already applied, or if you've listened and you don't want to apply, then love, light and blessings, and please come back for the next stream that you are interested in. Just subscribe, like this video, and just make sure you can come back for the next stream that does interest you. So I will just talk through what the next streams are. We have on the 3rd of June, we have the past life reading. If you would like to be prioritised for that, go to the community tab and comment on the top community post. You will see it says stream priority list, and comment on the stream that you would like to be prioritised for. If you would like to be prioritised for both, that is past life reading and aura reading, just say prioritise me for both and you'll be put on the list. So past life reading is the next one. That's on the 3rd of June. At midnight on the 3rd of June, we have the Strawberry Moon music. That's just a sound healing session. So there's no reading, there's no talking, that's just music. If you do want to welcome in the Strawberry Moon, if you want to welcome in the Strawberry Moon, you can listen to that sound healing session. If you don't know anything about the Strawberry Moon, then you can go to that video and read the article in the description, and it just talks a little bit about what the Strawberry Moon is. Then on the 6th of June, we have the next crystal ball live stream, which will be this again. So we have this again, and we may mix up the cards like we do sometimes. There'll always be love cards for you guys, but yes, the 6th of June will be the next crystal ball live stream. On the 10th of June, there is another sound healing session. So if you're a Gemini, if your star sign is Gemini, then that's for you. So it's for Geminis, but it does work for all Gemini placements as well. So if you know your birth chart, if you know where Gemini is in your chart, then that sound healing will be great for you. And also, if your partner, your love interest, your best friend, one of your family members is a Gemini, you can also use the Gemini sound healing to help to connect closer with the Geminis in your life. The next aura reading live stream is on the 17th of June. So again, that's one where you may want to be prioritised. So we don't know how busy the past life reading and the aura reading is going to get. The aura reading got very, very busy last time, and not everyone got a chance on there. So if you would like to be prioritised, go to that community tab, message which one you want to be prioritised for. Do you want to be prioritised for aura, or for past life, or for both? Just let me know. And then one more thing before I go, just one more thing, the giveaways. So the giveaways, when we reach 500 subscribers, we now have 484. When we reach 500, there will be a giveaway of a tiger's eye protection necklace, and everyone is welcome to apply. When I do a giveaway, I do a video explaining what the giveaway is and how to apply. But for the next giveaway, we have Spell Jar giveaway. So here, protection spell jar there. Protection. We also have a love spell jar. There. I don't know how clear they are. And also a money spell jar as well. The star shape, the protection and the money one are star shaped. So if you'd be interested in a spell jar, then go to the community tab and check how to apply. It is all about reviews. So if you enjoyed the live stream, go to my Facebook, leave a review and say that you enjoy getting free readings on live. Or you can go to my website. You can find the crystal ball reading session on my website. You can leave a review saying, I really enjoy getting free crystal ball readings on YouTube. That can be your review. So you don't have to review on both. You can choose to review on Facebook or on the website. It's up to you, one or the other. If you want to do both, you can do both. But if you want to just do one, you can do one. And you will be entered into the prize draw. There are only 2 entries so far. So, very good chance of winning if there's only 2 other people to go against. So yes, but do, so if you would like to win the spell jar, leave a review. You will automatically be entered once you leave a review, and the winner will be drawn live. So it'll be divinely guided. The person who wins will be drawn on a live stream. And the person who wins can choose. So you can choose protection, love or money, whichever spell jar you prefer. If we get a lot of applicants, then we will draw more than one. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So thank you very much. Love, light and blessings. I hope to see you all soon.